Hello, my name is Joshua Kinley. When I was 4 years old, I was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma. Rhabdomyosarcoma is one of the deadliest types of cancer that there is, as far as children and young people are concerned. The cancer was in my throat, and my parents took me to the hospital to see about treatment. At first they thought it was my tonsil, then they thought it was my lymph nodes, and they performed several other operations and tests before they finally diagnosed it as rhabdomyosarcoma. The doctors immediately told my parents that I had 1 week to live, and my chances of survival were 0. That was over 40 years ago, so it's been a long week. During the next several weeks, as I was in the hospital, they proceeded to give me radiation treatment. The night before my first treatment, I almost didn't make it. I stopped breathing, and they were able to get me breathing again. The cancer eventually went away, but several months later, the cancer returned, this time in the back of my head, and they were not able to operate, so they began to use chemotherapy. The doctor again told my parents, "This is a terminal case. Joshua will not make it." Well, the cancer eventually again went away, and there's been no sign of it since. But the cancer partially paralyzed my vocal cord, stunted my growth, and caused a lot of other physical problems that I've had to face. So I was basically left with 2 choices. Number 1, allow the cancer that had interrupted my life to destroy my life and pretty much just give up. Or else, number 2, to realize that God allowed problems like this in our lives to prepare us to do other things. And I have traveled and have spoken and shared my story all over the United States. I've spoken in churches, in schools, in prisons, in businesses, and many other places. And at each of these places that I have spoken, I have had many people come up to me and say, "Thank you, Josh, for making a difference, for sharing your story, and for being an inspiration." And my story, in its printed form, has gone all over the world. I constantly receive emails from people in other countries and from people all over the world saying, "Thank you, Josh, for making a difference." So when we are faced with cancer, when the odds are against us, we must not give up. We must continue fighting, and we must realize that no matter how dark the road ahead may seem, we must always continue to fight and make a difference.